So all of the things I got out of storage, I'm slowly starting to put together on my shelves, which I also got out of storage because I had a bunch of shelves in storage. I got rid of the wooden ones, but I kept these metal ones. But all of these things are on shelves, and at some point, I will be contacting the neighbors, and they are aware this is happening, that they will be sold. These things are going to be sold. There's my cookware set that I have never even opened. That's an oxygen tank or a helium tank that I've never opened. A crock pot that I've never used. I have used the Wolfgang Puck convection oven. My mom got it for me. I loved it, but I don't use it anymore. Um, a microwave that I had in storage, but I just didn't feel like getting it out of storage when I needed a microwave, so I just bought a new one. Um, I have a couple of these carts. Let me pause. Yeah, this one is one of those Mighty Mite carts or something. It's one of those carts that the like you want to get for somebody who's an outdoors person and they got a lot of tools. It's like a tool cart with like two shelves or two level shelves or whatever. This is one that's a big cart that is a heavy duty cart that you can take up and down the stairs. It has just never been used. Like still in the boxes, never even opened. So all of that is going to go for sale. All of that's going to be put. I'm just going to take a quick video, blast it out on my Facebook page to my neighbors. I have neighbors that are waiting for me. And here's the thing, the bins that I had, because I put everything in bins in my storage, except the 3 big wardrobe boxes, which I donated the 3 big wardrobe boxes to, okay, to a shelter, or not to a shelter, but to like a church or something, some nonprofit where there are women who are recently released from prison and they need to start over. Some of them don't have anything but the clothes on their back. And so I donated those clothes. They gave me a receipt. It's like, or like a receipt for donation. And it's for $5,000 because I donated a lot of clothes. I have clothes of things that clothes for like I bought a lot of designer things. I had things that I had still have tags on them. I would say about 70% of the clothes I gave them still have tags. Then there are ones that were used, and if they were used, they were like gently used, as in used 2 or 3 times, and then never used again, or something along those. If they were used regularly, I just tossed them. And then I still have clothes that I need to donate to Goodwill and things that are in the car that need to come out of the car, but I can't bring them out of the car until I get things out of the house. So it's probably going to take me, I would say, about 3 or 4 months to sell everything because I have a lot of things that need to be sold. Now, there was something else I was going to do, but yes, I found a Marc Jacobs bag that's worth about $450. It's up there. It's up there. It's whoop right there. So I didn't realize it was worth that much, and I gave away one of my Coach bags, which I found out was worth $283 when I did a search. These are brand new bags, as in I have never used them. So they're brand new. The Coach bag that I gave to my niece-in-law was worth $283. It's vintage because I bought it well over 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago. And she was just like over the moon. The other vintage Coach bag is up there. I have like another couple bags there. I have one vintage Coach bag that I'm going to keep. It's the black Carry vintage briefcase, business briefcase, the one that they will fix for life. They give you all the cleaning materials. I still have the cleaning materials. I will not sell that for anything. So I'm going to wait for another couple months. And then I'm going to start selling off the Halloween stuff, because Halloween stuff, I think, for the people who are really fanatical, they'll start buying things as they start showing up at Home Depot, and things start showing up at Home Depot and Lowe's in like, I don't know, like May, June, something like that. So I'll start selling those then. And that way I'll get more money for it. So, I would go around your house. Maybe if you have storage, pull stuff out of storage. Just take, you saw me going to the storage weekend after weekend after weekend and just going through my storage. If you have things in storage for more than a year, you don't need it. My suggestion is just go in there and just go through. I picked through every single thing, and I'm glad I did because I found things. Like I found the jewelry, which, by the way, yes, I'm getting the jewelry appraised, and gold jewelry. I have some gold jewelry with diamonds in them, and I have a gold jewelry one with like I think a with pearls, and then I just have like just straight gold, like a gold bangle. It's just straight gold. I also have two Salvador Dali paintings that I purchased in Italy back like 25 years ago. That because somebody said, "Hey, if you can buy art because art appreciates in value." It is from the lithograph series, so it would depend on how popular the lithograph is, how rare it is, and if I have the certificates of authenticity. I do have them, but unfortunately, I just found out that they gave me the wrong certificate of authenticity for one of them. So I don't know if if anyone would ever even take that one without the correct original certificate of authenticity. The shop is long since gone, so I might just have to enjoy that one. But a Salvador Dali with an original certificate of authenticity from Italy, where I purchased it, might be worth something. All these things are for sale. I read an article that the average family may have up to $20,000 worth of stuff. You know, especially if you have heirlooms from relatives that have passed on and they may have passed down. Maybe relatives who are hoarders that may have like purchased things and just put them away. You may have relatives that may have fought in a war and brought back little mementos from like World War II that are like old revolvers or old pieces of art that turns out that they're worth something. I would suggest you go through everything you've got. And just, if you have storage, again, I promise you, I had my storage for years and years and years. And after the first year, I should have just taken that crap out and gotten rid of it. It would have saved me thousands and thousands of dollars. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I will get rid of everything. Again, it will take time. I will make sure that I document everything so that you all see as things are being sold. I don't know. Well, before I made my first video, I did that same purge for all my Christmas stuff and got rid of that. I made almost $1,000 off of my Christmas things that I sold. Little bits of things like ornaments and little trees and whatever. And I sold those off little by little. I made almost $1,000 just off of that. I will make more off Halloween. You saw those, and those are just these are animatronics. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 animatronics, that's large animatronics that start from 5 feet up to 12 feet, because I was big on that stuff. I will sell those. Find things that you can sell. Likewise, I've been going through and cleaning out my purses, and I've been finding money in my purses. And I was like, okay. Or cleaning behind things or cleaning under things. I found 3 $20 bills. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So let me get some more coffee. Okay. So I was like really surprised. I was like, hey, $60 right there. You remember from my storage, I found like a few $100s just in US dollars, euros, dong, Vietnamese dong. I believe I had like some I'm pretty sure I have Cambodian dong. I've got, I just have like a whole bunch of, I even have like lira from when, like Italy, when I used to travel back and forth. I'm pretty sure I have some lira in there. When I travel back and forth from Italy, I just have like all this money. So I was just like, I got like a couple $100 in here. Okay, awesome. So, and then of course I found my jewelry. I don't know what my jewelry's worth, but I looked it up and it said that 1 ounce of gold is worth $2,900. So I was like, okay, I got at least a couple ounces right here. So, I mean, will I sell it? I don't know. No point in keeping it. I don't wear jewelry, as you all can see. I don't even like do anything with my nails right now. This actually is a gold ring, but I don't even really, I can't get the ring off. I put it on like many, many years ago. Many years ago when I was probably still growing. I don't mean growing out, but I mean just growing in general. And the ring has just kind of stayed on my finger. So I've always wondered what would happen if somebody tried to rob me and they're like, we want that ring. They would have to probably cut off my finger because there's no way of getting it off. I just can't get it off. But yeah, that's all going to get sold. I've made an executive decision that I'm in IT, as I said. I will have to figure out what to do. I'm taking my dogs with me. I wanted to take one on the plane with me and one in cargo hold. Looks like they both will probably have to go in the cargo hold because I have laptops and monitors. And originally I planned to sell them, but I was like, no, I mean, why? Because nobody's going to buy stuff. They're going to get them new. I would probably just donate them because here's what you're going to do. If you can't sell it, donate it. You take it down to Goodwill and you get those receipts. And then you can fill in those receipts and you can price it out for yourself and then use it at tax time and use it as a write-off. And guess what? It's like cash back. Because it'll go against, you know how like at the end of you know how you always pay taxes. And at the end of the tax year, whatever, when it's like April 14th, which is usually when I do my taxes, that's when I find out if I have to pay more or whatever. And that's when those receipts will come in handy because whatever you donated to a nonprofit will directly be subtracted away from the bottom line of what you owe in taxes. So why not just donate? And so when people are like, oh yeah, can I have that for free? I'm like, no, because I can take that over to Goodwill and I can just donate that mess. So unless you're willing to become a 501c3 organization, it's not going to get donated. It's either going to get sold or it's not going to be given away to somebody. It will either be donated or it will be sold. And so make that a way for you to make money on the back end when it comes time for you to actually have to do your taxes, which means that you're going to have to take those receipts and put them someplace where you know you can get them. Mine are in my car, in the car compartment. There's like a middle compartment between the driver's side and the passenger side. I can open it up and I put all my receipts in there so far so that I can, because the car will be the last thing I sell. And I have to empty all that out, and that's when I'll find my receipts, and that's when I know I can put them someplace safe so that when next year comes and I have to write off for 2025, I can take those receipts and write them off. Okay, so do that, please. Other things that I've done for money. Oh, yeah, so I will not sell my laptops and whatnot. I will donate them. And that's my other suggestion to you is donate anything that you cannot sell. Even if it's clothes. If it's vintage clothes, great, because vintage clothes are big. You can just take all that stuff, put it in a bag, and bring it to Goodwill. They don't even look at that stuff. They just give you a receipt. Don't put in crap and don't put in things that are torn or whatever, because they can't use that. Please don't do that. Put in things that you know can be of value. I know I have vintage, like my mom, like she, her side of the family has some kind of Native American in them. I don't know what it is. I consider myself to be a black woman, period. But you can look at my mom's side of the family. You can see it. There's definitely some Native American. My maternal grandmother, clearly, she's light-skinned. She's got like really high cheekbones. You can see that. Her name is Native American-ish. No, it is Native American. Is she a Native American? No, she was also black, but she was from Louisiana. So, you know what was going on back then when there was a lot of Creole and women out there and whatnot. So I'm suspecting somewhere in the past there was something. But my mom used to make, and her family used to make a big show of it. She had like one of those fringe jackets that's Native American with the suede in it, with the fringe on it. And then she had like one of those, she also had like a bra that was the same, that has the fringes going all the way down. And I was like, you know what? It's vintage. I just kept it all together. And I was like, I will donate that to somebody together. I will not sell it in my own neighborhood because this neighborhood's white and they are not going to be walking around with these like fringe Native American things acting like they look cool. Oh, no, 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 no. I will have to donate that someplace special, or I will send it to a reservation if I have to, but it will not be put in some place where white folks are going to get around walking around acting like, woo. No, that is not going to happen. I need to preserve my people, even though they're not technically, like, I'm too far removed to, like, make that claim. No offense to people in Native American, you know. I'm trying to do what I can to help them to preserve their heritage. So please, that is a big thing for me. Now, there's another company called gotsneakers.com, and I will put that in the comments. But I also have like a whole bunch of like running shoes, old running shoes. I just haven't thrown them out. Now, they will, they will send you a bag and you can put in as many sneakers, and you have to commit to like a minimum, I think, of like 10 sneakers. But they will then come in and they'll evaluate the, like how nice your sneakers look. And they will pay you. Now, it's not much, but it's something. So I'm looking at it now. If it's an excellent position or condition, it's $7 a pair. Good condition, $2 a pair. Fair condition, $1 a pair. Recyclables, like that means they're just crappy, $0 per pair. Non-athletic shoes are not accepted. You can't like send your sandals or your strappy high heels or anything. They're sneakers. And non-paired singles, not accepted. So if you send one tennis shoe, not going to happen. So you need to send 2 sneakers. You know, you have to send the pair, and the better the condition they are, the more you're going to get. So say if you send a bag of 10 pair of old sneakers, and if you're coming from a family, right, and you're running through sneakers, and you know how those kids are, doesn't say that they have to be like adults. So it could be any sneakers. And kids are growing up and they're running through sneakers. Don't throw them away. Send them to gotsneakers.com. They send you a FedEx envelope. They give you a bag, everything. You put them in there. You say how many. You send it off, and they are going to evaluate it, and then they're going to send you a check. And they will notify you by email what are they going to, like how much are they going to be able to pay you for those sneakers. I would go there and I would send my sneakers. Please don't send non-sneakers and think you're going to get paid for them. You're not going to get paid for non-sneakers. You're not going to get paid for like those sneaker shoes that are like the sneaker sandals, the ones that people run in. They're not sneakers. They're sandals. You need to send real sneakers because they will do something. I think somehow they recycle them or something. So I will send that I will put it in the link in the chat, or the link in the chat, or not in the chat, but in the description, so you have that.